This week, we begin our wedding series and we start with choosing a wedding photographer. You're welcome.
You and I, we need to talk. That the end of my Benjamin.
Choosing a wedding photographer. Why am I starting with this? I mean, this is one of the most important topics in weddings, okay? To know how to choose your wedding photographer. Because let's face facts, weddings are expensive to start with. Now, weddings are also very big milestones in everyone's life. So, especially for women, growing up, they've been thinking about your marriage, your wedding, how your husband is going to look like, or how your wedding is going to look like, how your pictures are going to come out, how your gown is going to look, how your bouquet is going to be like, your shoes. I mean, every bit of those details, women have been thinking about it. I know, because I've heard them say it so many times. I've seen some guys who also are very enthused about their weddings. A few guys, yes. So I feel there's not enough education on this topic for such a very big milestone in people's life. I mean, if you are buying a car, you'd research a lot before making that decision. So why are you investing so much in your wedding and you know close to nothing about choosing the right photographer for you? I don't get it. So I feel some of us need to educate the masses to make it very easy for them and for us. Because face fact, if you don't know what you want, I can't give you what you want. It's as simple as that. So it's basically not saying choose me. I'm saying know what you want and know how to get what you want. That is basically what this thing is about. So let's move straight into it and let's help you know how to choose your wedding photographer. Now, on your wedding day, you, the bride, and the groom won't have enough time to appreciate everything that's going around. Trust me. I've shot weddings that the couple, upon seeing their album, get surprised at some of the things that happened, or upon seeing their videos, they get surprised. Okay, so you won't have time to consume all the things that you invested so much time and money into. So you need to have good photographers to capture and preserve these memories, because after the wedding, that is the one most important thing that you will cherish for the rest of your life, apart from the gown. Okay, I mean, even gowns, people rent it, so sometimes after the wedding they don't have the gown anymore. All you have is your pictures or your videos. Okay, so let's get into this. So number one thing that I think you should be taking note of is to make a list of your priorities on your wedding day. You have to, because there are so many moving parts on a wedding day that unless you're a very rich person, you can't have it all. All right, you try and achieve the best, but you can't have it all to your taste. But you have to make sure you have 1 to 4 things that are very important to you, that you make sure you put all you have into it. I don't mean money, I mean all your effort into having the best. Okay, so you make your list. Is it photography? Is it food? Is it decor? Is it floral? Is it the car? Is it the gown? What exactly do you think is important on your wedding day? Make sure you have those top 3 and you go for the best for those top 3. After prioritizing, the second most important thing is to have a budget. What is your budget? Now, in choosing a wedding photographer, there are so many photographers at different price ranges. Okay, so what is your budget? That's the most important thing. If you have a budget of $100, you would have your photographer. If you have a budget of $1,000, you would have your photographer. If you have a budget of $10,000, you would have your photographer. It depends on you and what you want. So make sure you have a budget. In the same way, okay, if your budget is small, there are so many things on a wedding day that you can cut down on, especially guest lists. Okay, we are Africans and we know how our weddings go. Everybody wants to come, even if you haven't invited them. And especially the extended family system, it's very difficult to control it. But that is one of the most important places we can cut and budget on. Okay, so that you can use those things to support other things that are so important on your priority list. Say you want to buy a very expensive gown. If your money is not up to that gown, there are so many people you could cut off the list just to make money for those things. It's the same as photography. If you think the photographer is so important to you, or the photography is so important to you, you could cut costs at so many other places to support those important things to you. That is why the priority is very important. Then second, the budget. All right. So third on the list is trust and personality. Okay, listen, we spend a lot of time with our clients on a wedding day. We are going to spend, say, 8 hours, minimum 8 hours with the wedding photographer. So personality counts a lot. Look, I'm not here to pretend. This is who I am. This is what I look like. This is how I talk. This is how I do my things. Now, do you think you like this personality? If you don't, there's another kind of photographer for you. If you do, then of course, why? This is it. This is what you get. Okay? So make sure you understand the personality of your photographer. You know the kind of person who is coming to shoot your wedding. When you meet them, have conversations on the phone. How do they sound like? When you meet them, how do they talk to you like? But luckily for us, most photographers are friendly. I mean, most photographers I know of are cool and friendly. They are nice people to be with. You could spend hours with them and be happy. Okay, so that personality is very, very important. So with the personality comes trust. Okay, once you like the person's personality, you feel comfortable around the photographer, and the photographer also feels comfortable with you. You like their style, you like the way they move, you like the way they talk, you like the way they take their pictures, you like certain things about their personality. You think you're going to be compatible. Okay, yeah, then it means you move to the next level of trust. Do you trust this person? Do you trust their work? Have you seen enough of their work to make that conclusion? Okay, because it's very easy to get 1 or 2 pictures at a wedding, but have you seen enough pictures for you to trust that person to capture the most important day of your life? Do you trust the person? You need to make sure you trust the person's work and you trust the person's personality, because it's going to be with you for a long time. I mean, after a wedding, I get to interact with my clients for a long time before, maybe, I mean, for the rest of my life, as a matter of fact, seriously. So you need to make sure you can trust this person, because there are some of my clients, I've seen them for years. I shoot their children, I shoot their parties, I go for family events, all these things. So once you like the personality, you know, oh, this person is cool to be with. I can gel with this person. Trust. Do you believe in the skill the person has? Have you seen enough weddings they've shot? You need to see it. How many weddings have you shot? How many books do you have to show? How many of these references can I even cross-check? Do you understand? It's not enough to have a few pictures on Facebook or on Instagram and then you want the person to shoot your wedding. You need to do your background check so that on your wedding day you don't have that thing behind your head. Is he taking this shot? Is he taking that shot? Is he doing this? You've seen enough of his work. You've seen him execute it so many times that you are comfortable. You need that peace of mind on your wedding day. So trust is very, very important. So 4, we are looking at packages and give outs. What is your photographer giving you? What packages is he offering? Okay, because you are going to invest a lot into photography. So what are you getting in return? You need to know these things before you book any photographer, because some photographers just give soft copy. Okay, so that's why you feel they are cheap or it's affordable. But some other photographers have so many things they believe are important to you, maybe not today, but in 10, 20 years to come, they'll be very important to you. Like wall frames, like photo books, like so many other things you could think about. There are so many other things that a photographer can give to you. And these are some of the reasons that make their packages very expensive. So you need to understand what you are getting for the price you are paying. It is not advisable, it is not safe, or it's not the best practice to just go around shopping for prices. Photographers don't like that, video guys don't like that. I mean, nobody likes that, because you are not even giving them the chance to show you what they are offering. So you need to take the time and understand what the photographer is offering to you. When you come to our company, we have photo books. At least every package you book comes with a photo book. This is what you get. I think this is 14 by 11. Every package has this. The least package has this, and any other package. The leaves are quite softer than the other one. Okay, so this is what you get for the least package. Now, our biggest package comes with this and some other stuff. Okay, this is heavy. I mean, it's heavy, and looking at it, you know it's durable already. It's Italian made, very heavy. It has its own cover. You can protect it for so many years. I mean, okay, it's card. I mean, it's hard. Okay, it's solid. It's not paper. It's thick. It's flat. Okay, it's not going to break. You can have full pictures like this, beautiful. All these things, you have to look at them. I mean, if you're not a photographer, some of these things you won't appreciate. You need to understand these things. The book alone is worth some other person's package. You understand? The book alone is worth some other person's package. So if you are price shopping and you are looking for the cheapest person on the market, it means you are not looking for the best. You are not looking for the best. You have to ask what you are getting for that package. So this is just an example of what we offer. And when you call people, you need to know that high prices sometimes mean that they are giving you value for your money. Okay, some of us don't believe in doing the work and giving it to you to keep on your DVDs or your pen drive. I did 8 hours work shooting. I did like 2-3 weeks editing, and then you keep it just on your hard drive. I mean, it doesn't make sense, right? We want you to display it. We want you to have solid photo books so that when people come to your house, they see things and they're excited about it. You have big frames in your room. You have canvases. You have things that are tangible. These are the things that make some photographers very expensive from the others. So you need to know what the photographer's package is and what you are getting in return for your investment. Very important. Now, the last on the list is style and passion. What is the photographer's style, or what style are you looking for? Because whatever the style is, there's a photographer out there who does that style, okay, who shoots like that, who works like that. So you need to ask yourself, What style do I want? Do I want somebody to pose me because I don't know how to take good pictures? I don't know how to handle myself in front of a camera, so I need somebody who would coach me. Or maybe you're already a photo enthusiast or something. You just love taking pictures, so you don't need any coaching. You are already good at every angle, so you don't need anybody like that to coach you. So know the styles you want. Do you want somebody who does editorial photography? Okay? Do you like somebody who does candid pictures? Do you like somebody who does posed pictures? Do you like somebody who is just a fly on the wall? He doesn't talk much. He's just taking pictures. Or do you like somebody who is all around, who is flamboyant? Style matters. Do you want somebody who is in a suit and he's dressed like the groom? Do you want somebody who is in a uniform, dressed and branded? What do you want? All these things matter, okay? Because if you don't investigate these things and you don't have an incline to a specific style, then you're going to be surprised on your wedding day. Because if you book a photographer and you don't know how his style looks like, you've not studied his work, you've not studied his personality, you've not done all these background checks, and he just appears on your wedding day and he's just at one place shooting everything, and you're like, this guy's not moving around. But maybe he's doing a great job, but because it's not your style, it's not what you want from your photographer, you would be so angry sitting at church. You understand? And you don't need that at that moment. So you need to do all these things before the wedding day. Know the photographer's style. Is he passionate about the work? Is he passionate about your wedding as if it's his? Is he excited about it for you? Is he excited about even the job he does? Or is it just a passing thing for him? It's just another job. You know, you need to know all these things. The passion matters, because the way I would handle a wedding is different from the way the next person will handle the wedding. Okay, sometimes I shoot a wedding and the clients haven't even seen the work and they're like, I like your work. Like, why? What did you see? I've not seen anything. The way you work, the way you, like, oh, okay. You understand? Some people too take better pictures than I do, but they don't move much. They're just in their corner taking the pictures and doing their things. That is their style. I like to move around. I like to move around, see what I can see from different angles. That is my style. If you don't like my style, if you don't like that style, just know what you want. And there are so many photographers out there that can suit your style. Just make sure you know what you want. Now, I want to handle things that when you search the internet, you would probably find, okay? When you search the internet for how to choose a wedding photographer, most of these things that come up are funny. You know, for us wedding photographers, we look at it and we are like, really? You want my clients to be asking me all this? What do they really know about it? I mean, some people know about the technical stuff, but a lot of people don't know and they don't really care. All they care about is, am I going to get good pictures? Okay, so really simple. Make sure you have a photographer who got you. Okay, he has everything covered. He has assistants, he has cameras and spare cameras. Okay, in case anything goes wrong, there is a main camera and there is a spare, just in case. Now, for me, I keep data, or I keep my works for at least, I guarantee a year's work. Okay, so if you shoot with me and then it get lost within a year, I say a year, but I keep it so many years. I haven't deleted any weddings since I started. So sometimes my clients call me 2 years into their marriage and, or maybe their baby broke the DVD, so they want a new one. I do it for them. Okay, I don't know what you would do if your photographer didn't have a backup. Okay, so All these things are so important. I mean, I've tried to list as many things as I know that are so important in this episode, but trust me, it's way much more. Okay, these things I'm mentioning now, they are also very important, but clients don't know, or you wouldn't know these technical things I'm mentioning. Okay, because the camera doesn't really matter. What camera the person is using doesn't really matter. I've had clients who call me and say, what camera are you shooting with? Really? You want? Okay, fine. And I tell them, they're like, okay. But I'm sure the person doesn't even know what that means. Okay, but they've just seen those things online. You need to ask your photographer what camera he's using and all that nonsense. It doesn't mean anything to anybody. See his work, see his portfolio, make sure you like the personality, make sure they are passionate about what they are doing and they can deliver. They have evidence of delivery, so many years of delivery. You have no problem. You understand? So just due diligence is very, very important. But backup is also a very big thing. Camera backup and data storage. Do they have that? How many years of guarantee can they give you? How many months of guarantee can they give you after they shoot your wedding? How many years will they keep your images? Because it's very important. Anything can happen. Do they have that backup? Because storage is also quite expensive. So do they have hard disks to keep your images for you for years? That makes the difference. These petty things makes a whole lot of difference in which photographer you choose and the pricing. Okay, and the packages and the charges they give to you. What is the turnaround time? How long do you have to wait for your images? Okay, are you getting it in a week? Are you getting it in 3 months? Or what? You need to ask all these questions. Is he coming with an assistant? Is he coming alone? What exactly is the assistant doing? Is the assistant holding lights or is the assistant shooting as a second photographer? Do they have second photographers? You know, all these things are very important. Very important. So I just want to keep it very short, so I'll end here. I think I've mentioned the most important things, but obviously there are so many more that maybe in subsequent episodes I will mention as we go on. So thanks for watching and stay tuned to this series.